Good morning to you guys from Washington State, and I'm heading to Idaho, the state line, right on the border. It's Post Falls, Idaho, but state line with Washington. I'm gonna go pick up 3 pallets over there, 1,500 pounds, and it delivers at 4 a.m. Today's morning, delivers tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. to Sumner, Washington. I already have a fly in here. When we got flies in here, I left this thing open for like all day long yesterday. When you got flies in here, that means it's springtime, and yes, it is. Look at this. We got 60s weather, low 60s. I mean, it's 48 now, but supposedly during the day it's going to be in the 60s. Yesterday was like 63. Jesus, 63 yesterday is what it was. Not sure exactly how I'm going to do it. I think the plan is to load now and then probably going to head out in the evening. I'm not sure about going direct. I don't think I'm going to go direct because even broker doesn't know if I can deliver direct. He says appointment time is set to deliver tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. and he says, I don't know if they're going to unload you. He says you can try. You know, I don't want to try to get there ASAP and then just sit around and whatever. I should have bid this load a little higher, but they were negotiating anyways. It's 300-mile run. Yes, it is a round trip for me, but they're paying $650 on this. You know, from this, we still have to take out factoring. And then, you know, that's not counting dispatch fees, which dispatch fees is, you know, coming into the same pocket and coming out of the same pocket, but still. So you guys have an idea. You know, sometimes people think that, oh, you're driving for a lot more than what we're driving for. No, it's the same in the end because, you know, we still get a factoring takeout because we pay quick pay, don't even charge drivers. And then when, you know, you got to consider this, that dispatch needs to make something too. You know, 130, 150 bucks usually is what dispatch needs to make on a load. And take that away from that and plus make it a round trip. You know, 600 miles. Actually a little more. I think it's like 330 miles over there or something like that to Sumner. Maybe it's less. Anyways, we'll count 600 miles. In the end, after you take out the factoring, and after you would take out, you know, you driving 600 miles instead of 300 miles, we're all driving for the same rate in the end. It does not matter. Just because I'm turning around and heading home, you know, that puts on more miles for me. I'm not going to sit around in the Seattle area waiting for something 300 miles away from home. It just doesn't happen. So let's get to pickup. Let's see how it is. Obviously, it is 3 pallets. So obviously, we'll see how big they are, and if they're all the same size or not. We'll load accordingly, and most likely the bed will have to stay up and sleep on the floor maybe tonight. I'm not sure yet. Speaking of that, I still got to wash my bed. Haven't washed those sheets in like a week. I don't sleep on them every day, but I usually wife likes to wash them every week or sooner for me, or sometimes even after every load. But it hasn't been hot, so I haven't been sweating or anything like that, so it's all good. I like to stay clean. I'm not one of those that doesn't shower for half a week. It doesn't happen with me. I like to be in clean clothes, in clean underwear, clean socks daily, you know, brush my teeth daily, so on and so forth, and not smell like you just came out of the truck stop toilet. Let's roll. Let's keep rolling. I got to be there within half an hour. I'm probably going to be there about 10 minutes early, 15 minutes early. So I tell you this, for those guys who like to arrive right on the dot, right on the minute, if you're not 15 minutes or 20 minutes early, then that means you're not on time. That means you're late. I always like to arrive earlier, just in case there's traffic, just in case something happens, just in case you're in a hurry and you get pulled over, you know, just in case anything. It doesn't matter what. It's best to be just a little early for pickup and for delivery. You know, there's lots of drivers we deal with that do this the right way. And I know exactly what time they're going to be there. A lot of them will be there 15, 20 minutes earlier. A lot of it. And that's how I set the alarms for us to check, you know, where they're at and ask them if they're on site or not. So those of you guys who are doing it right, arriving 15-20 minutes before, you guys are awesome. Keep it up. I know sometimes it's not possible. Sometimes we're in a hurry to the pickup and we've driven who knows how many miles. Then I understand sometimes times are tough, times are tight. Once in a while, if you're driving from middle of nowhere and you did run into traffic, you're a bit behind. But if you've had plenty of time to get to the load and you're not on time for pickup, that's a problem in you, brother or sister. Got to do it right. Got to keep dispatch happy. Got to keep brokers happy, and they will keep their customers happy because of that.
Okay, you're like third in line.
Uh-oh.
We do it after the trucks come in.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. How can I help you?
Hello, I'm here for a hot shot pickup / expedite. It's the one going to Sumner, 3 pieces. Do I need to write in here? Check in here?
No, you don't need to.
Okay.
That's for us.
Okay. I'm in a cargo van, so I'd probably have to get loaded at the ramp here.
Okay.
Do I need to back up or is
I
it
don't know. I don't take care of that part. They're going to come out here in a minute.
awesome?
Back up the ramp and we'll
let you come into the.
Back up the ramp, he says.
We'll roll the door out for you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. I can guide you. That's good. Just like that.
I'm gonna drop it and then move.
Yep,
forward
yep.
just
Sounds
a
good.
little bit. Feet clear?
Yeah, you're good. I've only been doing it for 8 years.
Well, all the same, I like to cover my bases.
I know.
Is that good for you?
Yeah, whatever you want to do. I mean, you're going to be pushing one with the other. It's 3 pallets, right?
No, it's only one pallet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is going to Sumner, Washington, right?
correct, yeah.
It's just one pallet.
They told me 3. 1,500 pounds, 3 pieces.
It's about 1,100 pounds, 48 cases.
Okay, I guess, do you have an empty pallet too? Go in more then. Go in with it more and we can use an empty one just to push it in a little bit further. That way I'm kind of like past the wheel wells there.
Yeah.
If you drop it and then push it in, you can do that as well.
As much as I can do with the board.
Can I put this one down and we push it with this? Just kind of with your forks and maybe another foot in and we'll be okay. Go ahead.
Put it on the ground. Let's put it on the ground.
You want? Okay.
I want to grab it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good.
There? Alright, let me go grab paperwork.
Okay. I just want to double check then the pickup number. 512. Yeah, that's right. 409. 409. Super simple. It's only one piece actually, not even three pieces like broker gave us the info. Didn't take too long to get the good to go, probably 4 or 5 minutes, and we got approval to leave from there, so very nice. I used that extra pallet they had to do a push all the way to the wheel wells in the center of them, so I don't ever leave freight on the very back of the van unless it's like, you know, 100, 200 pounds. If it's, you know, heavy stuff, heavier things like this, then I like to push it where it needs to be, center it properly, so on and so forth, and be all good to go. So it's gonna ride just perfect for me. Super simple, super easy. I don't know what else to expect. It was just beautiful. It was just beautiful. And they were like, "Oh, thank you very much for coming on time." And I'm like, "Well, we always come on time." He's like, "Oh, not everybody always comes on time." I'm like, "We do, unless we're, you know, coming from hundreds of miles away and, you know, are already starting from being late, what a broker gave the customer, then yeah, but otherwise, if we had time, we're always going to be on time. Why the heck would somebody even be late? It doesn't make sense to me. If you're planning to be early, you can never be late, just like we spoke about earlier." So anyways, I'll be chatting to you guys probably in the evening time. I've got room still, so if something else comes up from my area and can go somewhere, heck, we're gonna take it. We don't always take it, but if it's something small, something really easy, something on the way, something we know that's gonna unload on time, yes. There's other drivers that think we can get them 2 loads. Well, per broker contract, we're supposed to be a dedicated truck, first of all. Second of all, if we do get something small, package, box, envelope, whatever you want to call it, and just in case, it's supposed to say deliver direct, and it's on the way exactly to where your first freight is going to, and then all of a sudden, you arrive over there, say we get you 2 loads, and you arrive over there, and they're closed, and your next delivery is, you know, 200, 300 miles away, in the morning, scheduled for AM delivery. What do you do then? What happens then? Then you screwed the other customer and the other broker. So we normally do not take 2 different loads. And other drivers, they know exactly what I'm talking about, because maybe somebody's already tried this, got burnt, and do not do it again. So obviously a lot of people do that until they get burned. And when they get burned, that's the only time they really stop doing it. And some never stop. Make up excuses, make up a flat tire, a sick, throw it up, something else, something else. There's all kinds of stories. We don't do that. It's all the same as everybody else, as every other driver. There's no special treatment here or any of that kind of stuff. It's always the same thing 90% of the time. We got to drive at night or all night to get there, to get to another pickup, so on and so forth. So, I mean, I could have left earlier, but I had things to do. I wanted to be home for a little bit. So, long story short, I'm headed out at 7:05 p.m. to my delivery. It delivers at 4 in the morning, but my ETA would be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sometime between 11:30 and midnight is when I'll be there. Closer to midnight, I think, by the time I fill up and stuff like that. So I'll be at my delivery at midnight, sleep for 4 hours, unload it, and come straight home. My daughter is actually sick, so today is Thursday, tomorrow is Friday night, or I'm sorry, tomorrow is Friday morning. but I'm not sitting around, not gonna wait for anything going towards home or any of that kind of stuff. I'm just coming straight home. So kind of not in too good of a mood. My daughter's sick, she's got a fever. Been dealing with that all day really today. So kind of, I don't know, kind of not in the right mood for some reason. You know, even though everything else is okay and good and great, but when you got sick children like that, sick infants, it's different. It's just different. So this is end of March. Today's what, the 24th, and this is what the outside looks like at 7:10 p.m. Here's what it looks like outside here. It stays out pretty, you know, as far as March, end of March, it's gonna get dark close to, I don't know, 7:45, maybe 8 o'clock or whatever. I think by 7:30 it's gonna be, anyway, close by about 8 o'clock it'll be pure darkness, which is not bad for March. Other states have different story when it comes to this. I made it on site, but the problem is they don't want to take my freight. I told them it's hot shot. I told them it's emergency. You can tell them all you want to tell them. They said we don't know nothing about it. Usually if it's something emergency, then they know. Supposedly this time they have no clue about anything. There's like all kinds of activity here. People are working here 100%. There's all kinds of vehicles here and everything. Let's see which way would I want to go. I'm going to go find a quiet spot to sleep and go to bed. Sleep here right on site. I'm going to go around the whole building here because they got reefers, and reefers are really loud if you didn't know. So I'm going to turn around somewhere and just go to sleep right on site. Right on site. All this reefer stuff. Nope. Not doing it here. I'm just gonna go in their employee parking lot, back in there, and go to bed. Since they didn't want to unload me there like that, I'm gonna have to just do it my way. See, we got all kinds of activities here. Drivers washing headlights, people walking right here, people smoking right here. But they don't want to take my freight, which is just fine. It's okay. It would be nice to actually get unloaded right now. Then I would actually go to. Could have still driven maybe 100, 150 miles towards home, maybe. But anyways, it is what it is. It's okay. Here's a flat spot. All these spots are flat. Good to be resting here. This is where I'm sleeping. You don't have long forks, do you? I can wrap a strap around in here and then pull it closer. I'll just wrap a strap around. Go ahead, up and out, I guess, a little bit, and it should come right out. You probably haven't done this before like that, have you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yep, keep going. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I'll show up and they're like, "How do you expect to get the fourth pallet out of there?" So like, you know, strap chains, everything.
Usually it's lighter pallets.
Yeah.
If you just want to park that by the office,
Okay.
the receivers have to come down and count this.
Okay.
After they count it, they'll call you at that phone number you gave.
Okay. So just park outside over there and wait.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
ahead. Up and out, I guess, a little bit, and it should come right out. You probably haven't done this before like that, have you? Yeah. Yep, keep going. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, sometimes I'll show up and they're like, how do you expect to get the fourth pallet out of there? So, like, you know, cap chains, everything. Okay. Okay. Okay, so just park outside over there and wait? Okay. Thank you. It's already like, well, it's already 9 a.m. I was already supposed to be home. Well, 9:10 was my ETA to be home. I unloaded. They unloaded me at 4:20. Told me to go park and wait for my paperwork. Had to wait for my paperwork until 5 a.m. They called me up, said it's ready, because they had to count it. They have some stupid. It's all the reefer stuff like that. So that's why reefers, they pay so much, because they can take 4 to 8 hours to load you and unload you. They have to count everything, make sure everything's good, test your product sometimes before they can accept it. Here was kind of the same thing. There was some Chick-fil-A stuff. Not sure what it was. I didn't even ask. Don't even care. But long story short, took them 40 minutes to give me my paperwork back, and then I hurry up and headed home. Didn't even wait for anything. Decided I'm gonna go home for the weekend. And then when I was like 43 from home, dispatch called and said, hey, we're trying something for you from 300 miles away, picking up in Ontario, Oregon, and delivering to McCall, Idaho, which is only like a 100-mile run. And they asked me, what do you want me to try on this thing? And I gave them a ridiculous price. And I think the reason why we don't have that load yet is because that broker's probably still passed out from that rate. Anyways, I really honestly did not want to go over there. Did not want to do that load, but if I do take it, I'll go. Beautiful drive over there. Too bad it's going to be dark coming home from there, because it really looks awesome over there. I think it'd be awesome to take the drone out, show you guys from up above what it all looks like over there. Oh my. Man, somebody hit that deer and looked like his heart was out. on the ground laying around. Ugh. Anyways, that's it for this one, guys. Thank you for being with me. Thanks for watching. Whoever watches to the end, I appreciate it very much. Whoever doesn't, it's okay too. It is what it is. If you guys want to join the team, email address is always in the description. Email that for a application. But I think I have to start saying it on every single video. We only work with extended vans and high roof vans. No shorties, no Nissan ones, no regular cargo van. It's got to be a high roof and a long one, like a Sprinter, ProMaster, and a Ford Transit, but only in the extended versions. They have to be big vans. And we don't work with rental vehicles. So those of you guys who keep asking if you can rent one and sign up, no, we don't do that. It's got to be owned by you, or you can do payments on it, whatever, but registration needs to say your name on it. It's got to be owned by you, not leased or rented or anything like that from like Enterprise or Budget or something like that. Anyways, God bless. Catch you guys in the next one. Later.